My name is Molly Penderville. I am the Senior Operations Coordinator at South Hills Interfaith Movement. My role here at SHIM is managing many of our basic needs programs, including our 3 food pantries, our community clothing closet, and our utility assistance partnerships. In March 2020, like for all of us, things changed a lot here at SHIM, and especially with our basic needs programs. With the food pantries, we never shut down. We knew that we had to stay open, and we knew that more families would be in need than there were before. So we had to think on our feet pretty quickly. The big change that we made was moving from our typical shop-through food pantry model to pre-packing bags and boxes of food to distribute to families outdoors while limiting contact. It's been tough because SHIM has always valued giving people a choice in what they receive, and so it's been a big change, but one that has been necessary to keep everybody safe. It does take a lot more work. Instead of just putting things on the shelves, we put them on the shelves and then go around with a list and pack everything back up in bags and boxes. Offering things as a drive-through or walk-up takes more hands, more heavy lifting on the part of a lot of our volunteers. Since March 2020, we have absolutely seen an increase in the number of people coming to us for help with food on a monthly basis. At that time, we had been serving monthly around 600 households, around 2,100 individuals a month. We are now serving closer to 800 households and 2,700 individuals a month. And that's about a 30% increase in people coming to SHIM for help. We saw our biggest increase actually in the late spring and early summer of 2020, as many people had at that point realized that things were going to be different for a while. People had been out of work a little longer than they had expected. And so that's really when we started to see more and more people coming to us for help. Serving more people has really required us to purchase a lot more food, primarily from the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank. We're very fortunate to have been able to acquire a small box truck last year, which has really allowed us to help keep up with that need. I'm not sure that we would have been able to do it otherwise. Something that the pandemic has shown us is how many people, including people here in the South Hills, are living paycheck to paycheck and really close to the edge of needing to reach out for help. Since March 2020, we've had almost 5,000 new South Hills neighbors coming to us for help with food. And most of those are people who probably never had to ask for help before. Something positive that has come out of this past year is that it has required us to make some changes in the way we offer services and to make them more accessible to people. As part of our changing food pantry model, we started offering food deliveries for the first time. That was something new for us that we've been happy to be able to provide and will continue to provide as needed. The pandemic has also required us to find new ways to get people signed up for programs. And so we've found ways to have people email us their information or created new web forms for people to sign up. And that's something that I think we will keep doing moving forward, keep finding ways to make our services more accessible to those who really need them. We're excited to be honoring frontline and essential workers this year for Celebrate. I guess that technically I am a frontline worker. I've come into work every single day since March. It's not a job that really can be done from home, and so I'm fortunate that I stayed healthy and able to do that. I'm also really grateful for our volunteers, most of whom are senior citizens, retired, and in a more vulnerable population. So we're really grateful that so many have continued to come in to serve our neighbors. We've had many new volunteers stepping up over the last several months and be willing to step out and maybe take a risk in order to serve people. We also know that many of the individuals that we serve through the food pantries and our other programs are themselves frontline and essential workers. We have a lot of people who work in healthcare. Many people care for elderly family members, do home care, work in nursing homes and hospitals. Many people in essential food service and other positions. So we're happy to be honoring them and recognizing all that they've done to keep things running. In the past year, I've seen several unexpected things that have made me proud of our South Hills neighbors. First of all, we've had a lot of new volunteers and and supporters step up to support the food pantries and our other programs during this time. In the early days of the pandemic, we were concerned that, we may not have enough volunteers willing to come in to be able to keep offering the pantries and everything, but between those of our existing volunteers who've been able to keep coming in and many new volunteers stepping up, we've been able to continue to serve our families. It's also been neat to see the community in general come together in a way that I hadn't necessarily seen before. The school districts have free breakfast and lunch programs, and they've often reached out to SHIM with any extra food that they had to donate to the pantries or to spread the word about programs to families in need. We've seen neighborhood drives come together. I just think overall there's been more awareness of need in the South Hills, something that we know often goes unnoticed, and more people stepping up to help meet that and helping to spread the word to their neighbors. So I encourage you to support all the work we're doing here at SHIM to benefit our neighbors in need by supporting us tonight.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.